Alright, so I've chosen what I'm going to make these things out of finally, and there's a bunch of different ways you can go about putting these pieces of veneer together. You have to have a perfect seam. You just can't risk the tops of these things splitting on a finished guitar, and the way to go about that is to make sure that they're joined together perfectly before they're laminated. And not only that, but then you give them plenty of time to cure before you do any laminating. Now, I've got this really nice edge sander, and so it simplifies getting the edges square and ready to offer up to each other, but you always have to take it by hand. So I make my sanding blocks out of this plywood. It's 1/4-inch Baltic birch board, and I get these sheets here that are about this size. They come in these 50-gallon drums outside Copeland Furniture in Bradford, Vermont, where I get all my scrap. Whenever I need plywood for jigs or sanding blocks, I take sheets of it and I laminate them in my press. It makes for the most stable, the flattest, squarest sanding block you can make. And that's what you need when you're touching up these veneers. And it's trial and error, and it's back and forth, and you offer it to the straight edge initially to find where your flaws are, and then when you start putting the two pieces together, you start working it until you get it absolutely perfect. There's a couple different ways to do it, but these are the two main ways that I use, and well, you'll see what's involved. Alright, so I got my 4 finished panels. As you can see, We put 2 walnut strips in between the 3 ambrosia beetle, flame maple to come up with our top, and the back of it is the exact same kind, the soft maple, and it's got the nice brown streaks in it to match the front, but it doesn't have the ambrosia beetle. It's just a plain, boring old book-matched flame maple back. It does have just a slight little bit of stain, and on the other end of this piece there was one little hole just like the beetle front, and so this gray center piece here that I've kept in the book match will match the color from the front nicely. The other one we went with is the bird's eye maple, and you can see that that is just incredible stuff. The back is going to be really cool looking. When you flip it over, it's got all kinds of defects in it, and we had this one hole here that we managed to just miss, and I think it's going to fall just outside the body, but it's got such beautiful bird's eye, so when people flip that guitar over, it's going to be kind of impressive, you know. Hopefully. We'll see what this all turns out to be. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many bird's eyes in one place. But anyway, you can see the panels are done. They're not fully cured yet, so I won't do the end floppy on them, but I'll grab them here and flop the whole thing, and you can see, I mean, it's not cured yet, so you don't take the chance, but the seams on these things are just absolutely perfect. There's not the tiniest gap in them. There's no glue line, and every single one of them is really strong. The 3-way book matches, you saw, they're a little tricky. You do them one section at a time. The 2-way book match here is just a piece of cake, and I don't think you're going to be able to see that until it's all sanded out, but I'm telling you, the flame in that is just running from end to end and up one side and down the other. It's really good stuff. And that's the back, the back to this one here. Oh, man.